Hello and welcome to MediaNama. Late last month, PhonePe's hyperlocal delivery venture, PINCODE, launched 24-hour medicine delivery in Bengaluru, Mumbai, and Pune. In contrast to the traditional quick commerce players relying on the dark store model, PINCODE aimed to leverage the network of neighborhood medical shops. With this new service, the app claimed to boost healthcare accessibility and meet urgent medication requirements for individuals with time and mobility constraints. However, with the addition of yet another player into the pharma quick commerce delivery scene, the legal limbo surrounding online medicine delivery also rises. Before delving into any such concerns, let's talk about PinCode. Launched in 2023, the app was PhonePe's foray into e commerce that worked on ONDC, or the Open Network for Digital Commerce. Coming to medicine delivery, PinCode claimed to offer both over the counter or OTC and prescription medicines. Alternatively, customers lacking a prescription could also avail the service by undergoing a free teleconsultation post placing their order. Following this assessment, the doctor would issue a digital prescription to the patient. In response to this launch, the South Chemists and Distributors Association, or the SCDA, wrote to the Health Ministry arguing that medicines do not classify as regular commodities like food or groceries and should be delivered with strict professional supervision. While the doorstep medicine delivery is not a new concept, the union government permitted it during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 to meet emergency needs. However, the same could only be undertaken by licensed personnel provided they met several conditions, including a receipt of the prescription for the certain schedule of drugs through email or physically. Notably, following a representation from the All India Chemists and Druggists Association, or the AIOCD, India's Drugs Technical Advisory Board, or the DTAB, recommended the establishment of a subcommittee to examine whether the government notification should be withdrawn. Moving forward, it is pertinent to note that the Delhi High Court has placed an injunction on the online sale of medicines since the 2018 Dr. Zahir Ahmad versus Union of India case. Since then, India's Central Drug Authority, the CDSCO, has issued multiple letters to states directing adherence to the court's order. Additionally, coming to the legal side of things, as per Section 65 of the Drugs and Cosmetics rules, the redispensation of medicines is barred. The rule argues that pharmacists cannot dispense prescriptions more than once unless by explicit direction of the prescriber, who happens to be the registered medical practitioner in these cases. Coming to the licenses for pharmacies, Forms 20 and 21 also note that drug dispensation can only be permitted within licensed premises. Speaking to MediaNama, Yash Agarwal, legal head at SCDA, noted that state authorities primarily undertake proper inspection of pharmacies and that dispensation has to happen on the premises and not on the street. Besides legal concerns, Agarwal also flagged several other issues with the new service and the overall medicine delivery ecosystem. Firstly, he contended that teleconsultations, while they may happen, in certain cases act as a formality to cover bases so that platforms can hold a prescription against the medicines dispensed. In its letter to the Health Ministry, the SCDA also claimed that e commerce platforms which advertise free medical teleconsultations did so as a quest to bypass rules and increase their sales and profit margin. Secondly, he also explained the potential adverse consequences of instantaneous medicine delivery. He spoke of India leading in cases of AMR or antimicrobial resistance, which occurs when viruses outcompete medications, rendering them useless. As per research, this issue is propagated by the use of over the counter antibiotics, substantiated by inadequate diagnostics of medical concerns. Thirdly, Agarwal questioned how the quick commerce model enabled the legitimate verification of prescriptions within narrow time delivery frames. Responding to MediaNama's queries, PinCode stressed that pharmacists have enough time to verify prescriptions and the opportunity to reject orders in cases of invalid prescriptions. Concerning the standards of pharmacies, a spokesperson also claimed that PinCode physically visits local pharmacies and verifies their drug license during the onboarding process. Notably, this isn't the first time industry bodies have rallied against online pharmacies. Besides the AIOCD and the SCDA, the Indian Medical Association has also previously spoken against the legal inclusion of e-pharmacies. On another dimension, the Indian e-pharmacy sector is currently valued at 3 billion US dollars, and many more quick commerce players have also tossed their hat into this ring of pharma recently. While the government has now begun debating the withdrawal of the home delivery notification, it remains unclear what regulatory action will ensue further. However, as per reports, e-pharmacy executives expect little impact of the withdrawal, contending that they operated in a full legally compliant manner before the issuance of the notification as well. Going forward, it remains to be seen what further concerns traditional players and pharmacists raise with online medicine delivery and how e-pharmacists navigate the murky legal landscape. Thank you for watching. For more tech policy updates, please subscribe to MediaNama.